What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, Stevee, the Black. I'm back. Uh, it's been a while, especially for my WWE pay-per-view predictions. But it is a special occasion, and that special occasion being it is WrestleMania weekend. Whether your opinion on the card or not, for wrestling fans, this is our Super Bowl, So even if your team's not in the Super Bowl, you're still hyped because it's the Super Bowl, right? And even though the card may not look all that great, and trust me, there are some holes in it, it's still just that special feeling just because it's WrestleMania. And on top of it all, we got the Hall of Fame, which I look forward to every year. I just enjoy hearing the stories and giving everybody, their time. And obviously this year is truly special because the dead man, the phenom, the Undertaker himself is going into the Hall of Fame, and no one is more deserving than the dead man himself. But as you can see, I am not alone today. I got two special guests with me here, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, guys?
I'm Noah. You can also find me on YouTube at Novo, and Instagram is Noah_K98.
Hi, I'm Zach. You can also find me on YouTube at Zach Attack, and you can find my Instagram at Punk Rock Pop. So follow.
That's right. Yes, especially for first time guest on the YouTube channel, so I'm really excited about that. Hopefully I can do this again soon with other people, not just these two, but definitely go check out their channels as well. They've got they're beginners, but hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? So go hit up their channels and hit that subscribe button.
We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Without wasting any more time though, let's go ahead and get into these predictions videos. So give me the first match, please, sir.
Bianca Bel-Air versus Becky Lynch.
Okay. The rematch from SummerSlam. These two have been feuding since Becky Lynch came back at SummerSlam. Zach, who is your prediction? What is your prediction for this match? Who do you think will win and why?
I say Bianca Belair. Because for one, the reason why I chose Bianca Belair and why I predict her is because she's somebody I can get behind. She goes with the crowd. She blends with them, and she knows how to entertain. And she's been a champion before. And I think she could be a future to lead the women's division. Not just Charlotte Flair, not just Becky Lynch. She is up there with them, and I see a really great career ahead of her.
Okay. Noah, who you
I'm
got?
gonna go with Bianca Belair.
All right.
She's got the charisma, the talent, the it factor that you need to be a women's champion.
All right. Looks like we're going 3 for 3 because I'm also going with Bianca Belair. My reasoning is a little different from theirs. All the things they said was true, but my specific reason is these two, like I said, they've been feuding since Becky Lynch returned at SummerSlam and beat her in, 26 seconds. She got Kofi'd. And it wasn't right. It still wasn't fair. And hopefully, I remember reading something afterwards saying that WWE wanted to use this to build her up. And I'm like, build her up for what? She's already a star. She won the Royal Rumble that year. She main evented night 1 of WrestleMania with Sasha Banks in a fabulous match. So what does she need to be built up for? She was already a star. But I'm picking her to win because honestly, not that we could use a break from Becky Lynch because she just got back, but we could use a break from her as champion. She's been champion for a while, and honestly, if Bianca Belair, which I wasn't too thrilled when she won Elimination Chamber, I was actually hoping it was Alexa Bliss that won. But yeah, I was hoping that. But hopefully, WWE is using this as to get her revenge, beat her for the way she was treated at SummerSlam, and she gets that championship back. So that's my prediction. What's the next match, sir?
We got Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios.
Ooh, I got some thoughts on this, but go ahead first, man. Go ahead.
I got something to say, but go ahead.
I as much as I like how the Miz is and how he comes about wrestling, and I have the Mysterios winning, and here's why. Mysterios, they've been doing this for years, and I mean, yes, this is technically Dominique's like first ever WrestleMania, and he's new and he's a rookie. But Logan Paul has never wrestled a match. Dominique has, and he's been training with his father for, I'm sure, for years. And this also will look. Now, this is an interesting scenario. I've never seen Logan Paul like in the spotlight like this. I mean, he's boxed before. He had. I think he said he had some kind of like amateur wrestling.
I think so.
And I'm actually very intrigued how this is gonna play out. But I have the Mysterios only because experience.
All right, Noah.
So, I'm gonna give it. No, don't hate me on this, but I'm going with Miz and Logan Paul because, yes, Logan Paul has never won or never fought in a WWE match before, but training behind the Miz, he's probably one of the best in-ring talents WWE has right now, promo-wise too, and to be trained by him. And I saw something on YouTube where they were training, and Miz said some really good stuff about him, that he could be potentially a future WWE superstar. He has the talent and has the athleticism. So with that put together, I'm going with Miz and Logan Paul.
Okay. So we got a split decision here. I actually agree with Noah. I'm actually picking The Miz and Logan Paul. First of all, let me just say I don't think this match should be happening at all. But, like, you know, when you have guys like Ricochet, and who's the Intercontinental Champion, and you have Finn Balor, who's the United States Champion, and neither one of them are on the show. But you got Logan Paul on the show. Now, I understand factors in Hollywood and the following, but I mean, come on, you're talking about two of your own two champions not getting the spot because Logan Paul's in there. You know, that's real messed up.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yes, we'll get to that one too. But he actually has a lot to live up to because last year we all remember Bad Bunny. A lot of people weren't hyped up about Bad Bunny, but then Bad Bunny came in there and put on a heck of a show and a heck of a match.
Kind of stole the show.
Yeah, so I mean, Logan Paul's got a lot to live up to. But I just have this feeling that somehow Miz and Logan Paul are gonna find a way to eke out a victory. I don't know what it is, but something is just telling me. Maybe it's because of the fact that Miz lost a celebrity match last year, and this year he's teaming with the celebrity, so maybe he'll win. I don't know. Maybe that's what's telling me. But I just have a feeling that Miz and Logan Paul will win the match somehow, some way. So plus. I mean, if they had kept the mask, Ray got his mask back on Monday. Had Ray didn't get his mask back but got it back Sunday, then I would have said they would have won. But since they already had their quote-unquote feel-good moment, then, you know, I just feel like Sunday, Miz and Logan Paul are going to win. So
Don't underestimate celebrities, especially if they have athletic backgrounds.
So next match.
Next match is Seth Rollins versus an opponent of Vince McMahon.
Okay.
So, to be announced.
I got something to say.
All right, so are we all in agreement that we think we know who it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're all in agreement that it's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
All right. I did read something that he might back out. I don't know, maybe it's fear or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been hearing that he might back out too.
that would be a real horrible move. I'm gonna just say that, and a lot of people will be disappointed.
It'd be a good move for WWE to bring him in, though.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he already signed.
Yeah, he's already signed.
So he's with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he's backing. He's now. Don't get me wrong. If he does back out, I'm not going to be disappointed. Only because he's been away from WWE for so long, and maybe the nerves are getting to him. And if he's not comfortable with that return on the biggest stage, and maybe he wants to wait until like maybe Monday Night Raw or a lesser pay-per-view, I can understand.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Yeah,
when you signed that, but if you backed up before you signed the contract, that's one thing. All right, I'm having butterflies. I'll just go back to AEW. I did help create that show, but you already signed the dotted line.
Yeah.
Like, you knew what you was getting into. You knew what the plan was gonna be, and all
Especially
that.
if they tell you like, hey, we're gonna have you return at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
You should know it's a big stage. It's
Mm-hmm.
millions of fans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he didn't know what he was getting himself into.
So I mean, that's really not an excuse to me. Not that I'm trying to like beat him like in his head, like yo, but like, come on, bro. Like you knew what you was getting into, like
Right. Yeah.
you know. So, so who do you think is gonna win? If it's Seth and Cody Rhodes.
I have Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody.
I got Cody as well. No need to explain. He dude's coming back. Like there's no need for him to explain.
Give him that moment.
Now, on the off chance that it's not Cody Rhodes, is Seth Rollins going to win the match against whoever it is?
I mean, I could see him winning. I mean, he's had moments in WrestleMania where he has won. Remember, the biggest moment is when he cashed in against Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
And that was probably his most famous moment
Yeah.
in WrestleMania.
All right, what's the next one?
Next one is Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
Ooh, another match that shouldn't be on this show.
Happy
Who you got?
I got Drew. Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre. I mean, like this is a Monday Night Raw match.
Yeah.
Or if you or like I feel bad for Drew. 2 years ago, this man was he was supposed to have his WrestleMania moment, couldn't have it because of COVID. I don't even remember what he did last year. And yeah,
I don't know what they did.
Didn't he have a championship match last year?
yes, he fought Bobby Lashley.
Yes. Yep.
And now that, so I mean, I'm pretty sure in his mind, and I view it the same way. Like I don't really think he said, yeah, he beat Brock, but he didn't get the chance to really enjoy that moment because it was hampered by COVID. So I mean, I would have went a different route with Drew, but this match should not be happening at WrestleMania. It's a TV match. Like I'm sorry, nothing against Baron Corbin or Happy Corbin, whatever. Like dude's good. It's just him and Drew just
honestly.
like I guess every pay-per-view needs a bathroom break.
Me personally, if I wanted to see Baron Corbin on WrestleMania, I don't want it to be with some stupid gimmick like Happy Corbin.
Yeah.
I would much rather see him with his gimmick that he had when he first debuted.
I'm not gonna lie though, when he was doing Broke Corbin, I actually enjoyed Broke Corbin. Like it was nice, it was funny, it was something different. You know? I think they probably dragged it out as long as they could probably with him being broke and everything, but I enjoyed when Corbin was broke. I thought that was good TV.
Right.
You know? So alright, what's the next match?
The next match is the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
Ooh, another match that shouldn't be on WrestleMania. A waste of the Usos' time. Who you got?
I got Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like we need a new tag champ. And
What's wrong with Usos?
there's nothing wrong with the Usos. It's just that I think Shinsuke. I would like to see Shinsuke win a tag match, at like a tag team belt, because he hasn't held a champion in a while.
He was just Intercontinental Champion not that long ago.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he was.
No.
He lost to Sami Zayn, and then
Sami Zayn lost to Finn, right?
yeah, lost it to
Finn.
No, not Finn. Ricochet.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, well, I mean, I mean, it's just a prediction. Will it happen? Maybe, maybe not. But you know, I feel like, you know, Shinsuke's back to his old self with the whole strong style, the whole theme song, and I think Vince will. Me personally, I think Vince will grant him the win because, you know, crowds behind it. They're behind Rick Boogs. They're behind Shinsuke. That, you know, they're giving them that, you know, that energy. And I feel like, you know, yes, don't get me wrong, Usos are a great tag team. They're really great. They should. I honestly think they'll make the Hall of Fame. But give Shinsuke and Boogs, even if it's a short run, even if it's just a short run, just give them that moment. Give them that, you know, like, you know, they mean something, you know, and that's how I feel about it. That's my opinion, and will it happen?
we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, who you got?
Usos. I just Shinsuke and Rick Boogs is just a team that I don't see ever winning a title.
I got the Usos. I kind of agree. If they're gonna lose their titles, I don't think it's gonna be the Shinsuke and Rick Boogs, but who knows? We'll see. Who you got? What's next?
Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey.
Ooh, the returning Ronda Rousey. Who you got?
I think they're gonna give it to Ronda, only because it's Ronda Rousey and she's coming back. That's, I mean, it's kind of easy to predict stuff like this with certain matches, And Ronda Rousey's been gone for what, a year?
Longer than that.
Longer than that?
I think it's been about 2 years.
2 years?
Two, almost 3 years.
And she's back and she's, you know, ready, and this is almost like a woman's version of Brock Lesnar coming back and always getting an opportunity and winning it. It just seems like that. Yes, this is like her first time returning back from a long absence, but I kind of get that vibe.
No, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Ronda Rousey. Don't get me wrong, Charlotte Flair is a dangerous woman. You know, she can find her ways to win matches, even if she has to cheat her way, but like she has done in the past. But it's Ronda Rousey, the baddest woman on the planet. That's all I gotta say.
I am also going for Ronda Rousey. As you want to say, she just came back, you know. So it'll be interesting. Is there a possibility that she could lose? Well, it is against Charlotte, so I guess anything's possible. It is Vince's golden goose for the women's division, you know. But and Charlotte's she's been saying it all along that she's going to tap out Ronda Rousey. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think Ronda's gonna win. And I think we can lose a little bit of a break from Charlotte, you know.
Yeah.
Use a little bit of break, you know. She can go, she can leave and take a break or whatever it is she wants to do. So.
Or at least have a break from the title.
Definitely break from the title.
I mean, it's to me, it's just getting old. It's
a matter of time.
I'm not even behind Charlotte Flair.
It's a matter of time before she breaks her dad's record. So.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's next?
The next is the KO show with Stone Cold.
Next is the KO show with Stone Cold.
Yes.
All right, so
You think
now
it's gonna turn into a match?
Now, hold on.
All right, go ahead.
This is stupid.
What?
This is stupid. Wait, now I was
Can't wait till it is.
I was expecting a match.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
we all were.
Don't get me wrong. He is up there in age, but come on,
57.
Come on. I was expecting a match, even if it was like a short little match.
Ric Flair was first in at 60.
He's got a point. I was expecting a match, and to find out it's just some show, like segment. Like, come on.
No,
Come on.
I, they'll probably brawl.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm sure they will, but
they'll throw some hands, but as far as the match goes, I don't see it taking those limits.
So what I've been hearing is obviously WWE wanted a match, right? Austin, he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it. I understand. But I mean, first of all, let me just say, Kevin Owens has done a fabulous job of building this thing up. Like it's been
I remember when
amazing.
he came out as Stone Cold.
It's been amazing.
He got everyone.
He had everyone. He had
This is
everyone hyped.
right.
He had everyone hyped up, and that one dude in the crowd looked so disappointed it wasn't Stone Cold. So I gotta give it to him. KO has done a fabulous job.
This is another reason why. This is another reason why I say this is stupid. Why build it up? If it's not a match, why build it up?
Because
it's still a feud.
From what I'm hearing,
a feud of what?
Hold on. Well, what I'm hearing, yeah, they're gonna brawl, they're gonna fight.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be a match. But from what I hear, it's just not gonna be a couple of hits, tickle here, a stunner, another stunner, and then also just gonna drink a beer and close the show. Like it's gonna be a little bit more than that.
I heard this is WWE's way to see if Stone Cold still has it in him for at least one more match.
Now, yeah, because like I heard that they wanted to possibly do him and Goldberg in like Saudi Arabia, another sort of quote dream match or whatever. But if Austin didn't want to do this, well, I don't know why he would change his mind and do that.
Yeah.
But but they say Austin's in great shape. They say he's in great shape. He's been getting ready for this. So, am I disappointed it's not a match? Yeah, but I'm still looking forward to see Stone Cold. And when that glass breaks, the crowd is gonna go hype.
Easy.
So,
alright, so
let's go.
This is day 2.
Mhm.
And we got Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. And we already know who's going to win that.
Do we?
Yeah. Because I'm going with Brock Lesnar.
You're going with Brock Lesnar.
As much as I hate...
I'm about to say, this man does
all
not...
the time,
This man does not like Brock Lesnar.
Now, I'm actually liking this Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I will say, this Brock Lesnar has been...
funny.
Yeah, this Brock Lesnar has been a breath of fresh air. Like, this Brock is amazing.
I
like face
Brock
Brock better than heel Brock.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying something.
Face Brock is a lot...
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Face Brock is a lot better than heel Brock.
I'm not going to sit here and say that Paul Heyman was holding back, because because Paul Heyman doesn't hold anybody back. Him and Brock are a good pair. Yeah. But Brock on his own, like, is amazing.
He's off his leash.
What the difference is, the difference is, and you know this is true, he's having fun.
Yeah.
That is what it is different. If it was just him coming out, as his old way, no.
And he does what he wants.
Yeah, like, he can do what he wants. He's having fun, and that's the biggest difference. Is Brock's having fun, it's more enjoyable, he's interacting with the crowd and all that stuff like that. It's fun, it's amazing, it's great. Breath of fresh air.
It is a fresh. It is a fresh.
So you got Brock Lesnar, right?
I got Brock Lesnar.
Who you got?
I got Brock Lesnar.
You got Brock Lesnar?
Yep.
Oh, why? Or
let's see. Brock is. I just think Brock is gonna figure out his way because it's Brock Lesnar,
Mm-hmm. So, I've been going back and forth with this. There's some days I wake up and I can see Roman Reigns winning and retaining. Right. And yet there are some days I wake up and I can see Brock winning. This is probably one of the hardest matches for me to predict on the show, but my gut is telling me Roman Reigns is going to win. Roman Reigns is going to win. I would prefer. Not okay. Not prefer. That's not the word. I would like to see Brock win. You know, but Brock most likely is going away on his break after this.
Yeah.
Like he's been on the show like every week.
Yeah.
So Brock most likely is going on his break, you know, and Roman's gonna be here. So, which again, it's not like they haven't done this in the past because they have, but it's a unification match. Both titles are on the line, you know. So, and then there's a little nuggets, which neither of you brought up, of a certain cousin named Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I have a feeling I can see this again going either way if Roman wins or loses. But I believe after the match, if Roman wins, he's in the ring celebrating, and then you hear, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, The Rock comes out.
You think that's gonna happen?
I do. Everyone's gonna be hyped. They're gonna be like, this is the match we want, and they're just like John Cena and Roman and The Rock years ago.
Yeah.
They're gonna build it up for WrestleMania next year, which is gonna be in Hollywood. Roman versus The Rock. I don't think it will be for the title. Honestly, it doesn't need the title, but you never know. So, but again, I can see Rock coming out winning or losing, Roman losing, but I do believe The Rock is going to come out and he's going to challenge Roman Reigns for the quote-unquote who's the head of the table. I'm the reason why. My father, his father, is the reason why we're in this business, not because of you.
Yeah.
Something that we all look forward to.
Who's the real head of the table?
Who's the real head of the table? I broke out, went to Hollywood, made a name for myself even more out there.
I can see the headline right now.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 39.
Mm-hmm. And you know it's gonna be the main
Head
event.
of the table versus head of the table.
You know.
Who's the real head of the table?
Yep. What we got next?
It is Edge versus AJ Styles.
Ooh, another match that's hard to call. Dream match. Who you got?
I got AJ.
You got AJ?
And I'm saying AJ because he's the phenomenal. Yes, it's the rated R superstar, but a win over the rated R superstar who submit is phenomenal. Honestly, he'll be the phenomenal rated R superstar, AJ Styles.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
go.
new nickname right there.
Alright.
The phenomenal rated R superstar, AJ Styles.
I'm gonna go AJ Styles. To me, AJ Styles is arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world. If you've seen him fight in the independent circuit, TNA, where else has he been?
He's been in
ROH,
New Japan.
New Japan. He was, no, he wasn't leader of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He was
He
leader
was.
of the Bullet Club. So I have my pick on AJ Styles.
I'm gonna go with Edge. Because if it was, I believe if it was face versus face. First of all, let me just say, Edge's heel turn is so random and came out of nowhere. I'm just like, okay. Now I know a lot of people have been like waiting for heel Edge to return, and I remember, bro, when I was younger, I hated Edge, bro. It was back before I knew the secrets behind wrestling, right? I'll say. I hated Edge, bro, and that's how good Edge was as a heel, right? And I'll always remember Undertaker became my favorite wrestler at WrestleMania 24 when he beat Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. I was like, that's my guy right there, because I couldn't stand Edge, I couldn't stand Vicky Guerrero, all that stuff. Man, they did their job so good back then.
Yeah.
But
Rip Eddie Guerrero.
yeah, I just have a feeling that Edge is gonna win. I don't think this is a one-done feud. I think they're gonna keep going after Mania. You know, maybe they can wait and go to SummerSlam. But I think it'll continue. I think it'll go past it. But something just telling me it's just gonna be Edge. So, I mean, could AJ seek his revenge? Maybe, but I got Edge. I got Edge. So, all right, what's next?
Next is the 5 Women's Tag Team Championship.
All right, can you name in teams, please?
Yes, we got Queen Selena and Carmella,
Who are the champions?
versus Naomi and Sasha Banks,
Mm-hmm.
versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, versus
Mhm.
Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
Who you got?
I got Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
All right. No, who you got? Same.
Rhea Ripley and Lynch.
I am going with Sasha Banks and Naomi.
I haven't really been following this.
I mean, well, first of all, I mean, I don't know if they fixed their problems, but I know on Raw, Carmella and Zelina got into a big fight because they're not really much of a team. She's been distracted. Plus, I know Carmella's wedding is coming up, so they're definitely not retaining. I think she said it's like literally not that far after WrestleMania. So I'm going with Sasha Banks and Naomi. I don't think Sasha's won a match at WrestleMania, and not that I don't think she has. Let's see, her debut was at 32. Charlotte won that. 33, she was in some type of gauntlet match. She did not win that. 34. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think she did win that. Isn't that when she won her champion?
At 34?
Yeah. But I don't remember who she fought.
I don't remember.
Where was the WrestleMania where she came out with Snoop Dogg?
That was 32.
32.
That was the first one. I don't remember 34. 35. Was she in a tag team match? She might have been.
With Bayley.
38 with Bayley. They lost that match. And then 36 was last year. Or no, that was not last year. This is 38.
Yeah. So
Oh,
37.
man.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure she hasn't won a match. Either way, even if she has, if she has, I don't remember it, which isn't really a good thing. All I remember is she does every time she's on the show. She obviously puts on a good match. But I'm going with those two. I think it's about time. First of all, Naomi has won a championship again. It's been a long time she's been SmackDown Women's Champion. And it'd be good for Sasha Banks too. Although all these teams are just thrown together,
Yeah.
especially Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah.
At least with Sasha Banks and Naomi, they at least got some history when they used to be in Team Bad together.
Yeah.
At least that makes sense. But I'm going with them.
Reason why I picked Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. First of all,
Liv Morgan's his girl.
it's not just my girl, but
Yes.
I think she deserves at least some title, even if it's not a singles comp.
Because she's your girl.
It's not because.
Yes, it is. That's strictly
Yes,
that is strictly it.
Who's
And
on
I
your,
also like Rhea Ripley, so.
Who's on your or who was on your
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're gonna take a little detour here real quick. Do y'all think it's weird that he had a picture of Liv Morgan as his screensaver? That's not his girl, so why would you do that? That's weird. You're not a little kid. That's weird. This is a grown man. This is a grown man. That's being a creeper, honestly. That's just being creepy. That's being weird. Like, let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think about that. But go ahead and give me the next match.
Next match is Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
Ooh, this could be a sneaky good match. Sneaky good match. Who you got?
I'm going for Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
And if you watched his matches in NXT,
I didn't, but I heard they were really good.
he's
a
an
good wrestler.
amazing
He's a good
wrestler.
wrestler.
And honestly, a lot of people say he has a future in wrestling. So
He left the NFL early
Yeah.
because he wanted to be in WWE.
Yeah.
and here he is.
Here he is.
And he has
And he has
Vince
the talent.
given him an opportunity to wrestle
He has the talent.
WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Not even
He's got the charisma.
he's
Charisma.
got the charisma. He
He's
really
got the
does.
promos.
Mm-hmm.
He's good on the mic.
Mm-hmm. Brings that energy on commentary,
No, he does. He does.
But I'm actually gonna go with not Pat McAfee. I'm gonna go with Austin Theory. He's been on TV with Vince, which we don't see much of Vince anymore these days. So when you see him, it's a special occasion normally, and he's been kind of being groomed as like one of the next big in the future of the WWE. And I think he's gonna find a way to pull this out. I don't know how. Maybe Vince helps him. I don't know. We'll see. But
I'm not a.
I think Austin Theory is gonna win,
Things can
and
happen.
I like him. I really
I'm
do.
not a big fan of Austin Theory, like his character. Like
His character is very borderline like Tyler Breeze, where Tyler Breeze was coming out when he had the little stick and the selfie stick and all that stuff. It's very similar to that, but you know,
if they switched up, like I'm not saying like change his name, but like switched it up to maybe make him more badass.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like that bad character, like that people will love. Like I just don't like his heel character. It's just I think he'll be a better face.
I think he's fine, but that's just my opinion. All right, what's next?
We have Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
Whew. Right, who you got?
I got Sami Zayn.
You got Sami Zayn?
I just.
Who does it?
I think this is just stupid. You're wrestling. What is he like? 62?
Is he 62?
I think he is. He's old. Let's just say that he's old.
Who you got? You said you got Sami Zayn, right?
Yeah.
I actually got Johnny Knoxville.
What?
Yeah, the match is anything goes. So,
yeah.
And so what that tells me is they're gonna do a lot of things that they did in his movie. Probably, most likely,
that happens.
They'll go through that stuff, and maybe we'll see the crew from the movie come and try and help him out and win. You know. I mean, Sami Zayn doesn't really have any friends in WWE.
That is true.
Like he said, anything can happen.
That is true.
So, that's what I think. I could be wrong, but that's just the gut feeling that I have on this. You know, I hope I'm wrong. I mean, first of all, let me just say, if there's gonna be a celebrity match, I think this match will be more fun than the Mysterios and Logan Paul.
No,
I think that.
I don't think so.
I mean, Logan Paul will be better athletically because they're having an actual match, as opposed to this is probably just going to be just a hot, fun garbage mess.
Yeah.
You know.
It's gonna be more of a comedic match.
Yes, like that's what they're going with this, which is why they put it as anything goes, because that's exactly why I think like we'll see all types of wacky stuff because it's Johnny Knoxville. So.
Yeah.
What's next?
It is the Raw's tag team match. Is Randy Orton on Raw? Yeah. So it's RK Bro putting their title on the line versus the Street Profits and Alpha Academy.
I'm liking this RK Bro team.
Now, I got the Street Profits.
Okay.
And I have this gut feeling that Riddle is going to turn on Randy Orton.
Could be the opposite.
It could be the opposite, but no, because he was already a heel, and Riddle has never had a heel moment. So they made out RK Bro to be like, oh, Riddle is like trying to convince heel Randy Orton to turn basically face because
that's what happened. And when they first got together, Randy was a heel.
Yeah.
And you know, he found him annoying and all that stuff. But then now Randy's all like, just like Brock, Randy's out there, he's having fun. And you know, when you're having fun, you perform much better than just a paycheck, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So who you got?
I'm going with RK Bro.
So you're going with them to retain?
No. I will go with Street Profits because I'm thinking Randy Orton is going to turn on Riddle with an RKO.
This is another one that's very, very interesting. I can see this going a couple different ways. Street Profits, for whatever reason, turned heel. I'm not really sure why. They should never be a heel, but they are. I do think, I could be wrong about this, but I do have them winning the titles. It's been a while since they've been tag champs, you know, so that factors into it. But also, the inevitable split that everyone's waiting for, even though we love them as a team, of RK Bro. that could happen at this WrestleMania. I don't know, or maybe it could happen on the next night or on. Like for example, like say Street Profits win, right, and then the next night RK Bro gets their rematch, they lose, and then that's when the split could happen. You know, and instead of it being Randy Orton, I think honestly it should be Riddle. I think it should be Riddle's the one who should turn on Randy, and Randy just being like, I can't even be mad at that because I've done it to so many people. Like I can't be mad at that, you know. Or maybe he can be mad because he's like, I let my guard down. I was never like this, but you Riddle, you brought out the best of me. You made me have fun. All this stuff, and it'll be very interesting.
You made me actually care.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, it'll be different. Like I said, you've seen Randy turn on people hundreds of times, you know. But to see Riddle, like I remember when Riddle first debuted, for a while people didn't like him because they thought he was annoying. People didn't really like him all that much. I didn't really like him all that much. I was like, this man's annoying. But then he learned to grow. He grew on me. And especially with him and Randy, I think definitely helped that out with him and with those two together. But that's what I think. So
I want to point something out real quick.
All right.
So this was back at WrestleMania 31.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was an IC title ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Where Daniel Bryan won.
Yep, that's right.
I remember about this, where I correctly predicted Daniel Bryan was going to win exactly how he was going to win.
Oh, you called it that him and Ziggler were going to be the last two.
They're going to be brawling on the ladder, and he headbutts him off, and he wins the title. So this year, this match, I'm predicting that the Street Profits will win because of the RKO from Randy Orton on Riddle, which will cost him the match.
Okay, we'll see if he's right. All right, what you got? What's next?
Bobby Lashley versus Omas.
Ooh, who you got?
Big dudes.
I got Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
I think Bobby's gonna end that streak, and I honestly think he's the perfect person to end the Omas streak. I mean, I could name so many others, but it would just be kind of like obvious, but. Because I could have said Brock Lesnar versus Omas, and of course who's going to win that, Brock Lesnar, or Roman Reigns or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Bobby Lashley versus Omas, two big guys going at it.
Big E would say, two big men slapping meat.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
Get better, Big E. Get better. Hope we doing better.
Yeah, I hope so too. Broken neck, man. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, he didn't need surgery though.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Because then that would have totally just ruined his career right there.
All right, who you got?
I'm going with Bobby Lashley. I haven't really followed this one too much either, but
I'm going with Omas. They've been building him up as this monster. And maybe they try and replicate, what's that man, Hogan and Andre, when Hogan slams him and everyone's like, oh my God. But I don't know. I mean, like, you build this man up for what? Just so, I mean, I understand Bobby Lashley's a 2-time WWE champion, but think of the build and the run that Omas can go on if at WrestleMania he defeats says 2-time WWE champion, former 2-time WWE champion. So what does that say? So I'm going with Omas on this one. I think he'll try and lift him up. He'll try, but Bobby Lashley just won't be able to do it. And Omas will get the victory. Hopefully Bobby can get a good match out of him. Hopefully, because he's no Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman was way more athletic. And I guarantee you, if Braun was here, it'd be Braun and Omas against each other at WrestleMania. But
that would have been.
Braun's not here, so
that would have been another nice matchup to see Braun versus.
See, that would have been hard to call because I was like, ooh, I don't know who's gonna win that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who's next?
That's it.
That's it.
Bobby Lashley and Omas are the main event of Saturday.
We're not gonna
I'm
be
sure,
there, man.
I'm sure that's not gonna be
It's
probably gonna be like
it's Roman and Brock,
Yeah.
but that's just the last match you got in this thing. All right, well, that's pretty much it for our WrestleMania predictions.
I wanna.
Oh, you got something to say?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Not to be sad or anything, but did you hear about the news at Icon Park?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard.
That, we live close by there, and just right outside Orlando, but it's really sad to hear news something like that, especially when there's stuff that
Easily to be prevented.
that can easily be prevented. If you guys haven't heard or anything, but some guy I think was visiting from another state,
Mm-hmm. It's on spring break.
Yeah, he was on spring break, came down here to Orlando, was at Icon Park, and they have this ride that like shoots you up really high and then you come back down. And I think it was like 400 feet up or something like that.
Yeah.
And fell down and I think hit a fence, and unfortunately he died from his injuries. So rest in peace to him and his family.
Mm-hmm.
Prayers go out.
Give best wishes to his family, and I hope they can move on and try to live their lives as normal as they can. It's not easy to lose a loved one, whether it's a family or a friend, or if it's a dog or whatever it is. It's never easy. But I'm praying for the family. I hope they can stay strong, and hope they can move on from it, and maybe do one of those programs where they could show awareness to safety, because everyone's showing awareness to cancer and suicide, which is all great, but they're leaving the most important ones out of it, and that is safety. Safety from like roller coasters. A lot of people say roller coasters are like really safe, but they're not. They're not, and especially when there's weight limits, and those employees should have stepped up, and they should have done their job and told him that he couldn't go on that ride. And I honestly hope they get fired, because that should have never he should have never been on that ride, and that would have never happened, and it did, and there's going to be I'm hoping some major consequences for it.
Yep. Well, don't mean to be sour note, but just that was important to get out there. So keep them in your thoughts and your prayers as well. That's pretty much it again for this WrestleMania prediction. WrestleMania is tomorrow, night 1, and then we finish off night 2 on Sunday. Cannot wait. It's WrestleMania season. Special treat afterwards. Obviously, after night 1, I'll review night 1, and then after night 2, I'll review night 2 and give my final grade on the whole show. But also another special treat, the Monday after. I created this a while ago, but I just wasn't sure where to post it, when to post it. But I will be doing it Monday. I created my very own WrestleMania 38 card of how if I was Vince McMahon, how I would have booked the show. And I must say, I'm very proud of it. So I will be sharing that. And I just want to let you guys know, give me your thoughts of that. Which show would you have rather watched? The show that we're going to watch these next 2 days, or my show? So I look forward to posting that. Very excited, very proud of it. So until next time, if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out. Again, let them know where you can find you at.
Novo on YouTube, and on Instagram it's Noah NOA_K98.
Zach?
And I'm Zach, and you can find me on YouTube as Zach Attack, and on Instagram it's Punk Rock Pop. Have a good one.
All right, we'll see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night after night 1. Peace out.